Good morning, students. So, look at the pictures of Qutbuddin Aibak and the Qutub Minar. So, we studied about Qutbuddin Aibak and Qutub Minar in the previous class. That is, belongs to the slave dynasty. Today, we will study about the Khilji dynasty. After the slave dynasty, the Khilji dynasty came to power. Alauddin Khilji was the strongest king of all the sultanates of Delhi. His rule was based on military power. Look, students, after the end of the slave dynasty, the Khilji dynasty came into power. And the Khilji dynasty took the power. Alauddin Khilji was the strongest. He was one of the strongest of all the sultans of Delhi. So Alauddin Khilji's rule, it was based on the military power. Policies. So what are the policies he followed? Alauddin introduced several reformation in administrative, military and economic field. He regulated the price of the goods commonly consumed. He banned consumption of liquor and gambling in Delhi. The guilty were severely punished. Look, students, at the time when the Alauddin Khilji was Sultan, that time he bring a lot of improvements in the field of administrative, military and economic field. So when he was ruling at the time, he regulated the price of the goods commonly consumed, and also at his time he banned the liquor and gambling in the Delhi, and who were doing the guilty were surely punished. If someone will do the thief, he also punished. This is the policies of Alauddin Khilji. Then, military campaigns. Alauddin aspired to conquer entire India. In the first instance, he captured North India by his military strength. Look, students, Alauddin, he wanted to conquer the entire India. So, at first, he conquered the North India by his military strength. His military was so powerful. That's why from his military power, at first, he captured the North India. To South India, he sent Malik Kafur, a slave who was close to him. With a huge army, Malik Kafur invaded the 4 kingdoms of South India and looted their capital. Look, students, at first Alauddin's aim was to conquer the whole India, to acquire the whole India. So at first he conquered the North India. He captured the North India. Later, so Malik Kafur, he was a slave of Alauddin Khilji. Alauddin Khilji sent Malik Kafur to capture the South Indian parts. Malik Kafur is also a brave warrior. With a huge army, Malik Kafur captured 4 important kingdoms of the South India. Look, students, which kingdoms Malik Kafur was acquired? Yadavas of Maharashtra, the Kakatiyas of Andhra, the Hoysalas of Karnataka, and the Pandyas of Tamil Nadu. These are the important 4 major kingdoms of South India at the time of Muhammad Khilji. Malik Kafur continued his military march, proceeded up to Rameshwaram. All along the route of his army, destroyed several places of worship and looted wealth. Look, students, when Malik Kafur capturing the capitals, that time they were destroying several important places. They were destroying the temples and they were looting the wealth. Never before had such a huge quantity of wealth of South India flowed to Delhi. At the time of Malik Kafur was a slave of Alauddin Khilji. At the time of when Malik Kafur came to South India, that time he looted lot of money, lot of gold, lot of wealth. So never before had such a huge quantity of wealth to South India flowed to Delhi. Lot of wealth was flowed to Delhi. Then students, Alauddin patronized Amir Khusru, Amir Hassan and other Persian poets. He was not only a good administrator and good king. Alauddin he gave a lot of preference for the poets also. Amir Khusru, Amir Hassan and other Persian poets he gave a shelter. He built a new fort in Delhi known as Siri. So Siri was the fort. It was built by Alauddin. Alai Darwaja in Delhi. A grand structure was his contribution to the architecture. So students, Siri and Alai Darwaja. Siri is a fort and Alai Darwaja, that is a grand structure. It was a contribution to the architecture by the Alauddin Khilji. Now we will look at a view at Alai Darwaja. Look students, this is the picture of Alai Darwaja. It was built by Alauddin Khilji. The Siri fort is also built by Alauddin Khilji. These are the contribution to the field of architecture from Alauddin. Then Alauddin's last days were tragic. There were several revolts in the palace to overthrow him. Finally, Malik Kafur, out of greed for power, killed his master and declared himself as a sultan. But he too was killed by his enemies. Within a short time, the Khilji rule ended and Tughlaqs came to power. Look students, when the Malik Kafur came to South India, he destroyed so many temples. He looted so many wealth. Although Alauddin's and Malik Kafur last days was tragic. So, lot of revolts happened in the palace to overthrow him. To overthrow Alauddin Khilji. Finally, Malik Kafur was a slave of Alauddin. Malik Kafur only killed the Alauddin Khilji for the power, for the kingship. But he also, Malik Kafur also killed by his enemies very soon. Within a short time, the Khilji rule was ended. So after the end of Alauddin Khilji and Malik Kafur, the Khilji dynasty was ended and Tughlaq dynasty came into the power. Muhammad bin Tughlaq was the most notable sultan of Tughlaq dynasty. Muhammad bin Tughlaq was the important sultan of the Tughlaq dynasty and ill-tempered, took hasty decision. He could be easily enraged. In a word, he was a strange character. Look students, Muhammad bin Tughlaq has a strange character and ill-tempered person, and he will take some of the hasty decision. What he will do in his administrative, one by one we will study. At first, administrative experiments, transfer of capital. Now students, when the Muhammad bin Tughlaq, he was from Tughlaq dynasty, when he was ruling, to improve the functioning of the administration, he undertook several experiments. He did so many experiments in the administrative. One such experiment was the transfer of capital from Delhi to Devagiri. Look students, before when he came to power, that time the Delhi was the capital of Tughlaq dynasty. But he wanted to change the capital from Delhi to Devagiri. Devagiri, that is in the Maharashtra. He was the view of that the capital should be centrally located. Why he wanted to change the capital? Because he wanted, he have a view that the capital should be centrally located. Devagiri, that is 700 miles from Delhi. Look students, when he was ruling at the time there were no buses or trains. And by walking or by the horse, one person can move one place to another place. But Devagiri is a 700 miles from the Delhi. Although he wanted to change the capital, he wanted to shift all the people of the region. So remaining topic we will study in the next class.